Welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I am your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives, and the six. Appreciate everybody for being in the house tonight. Man, we got a jam-packed show, man, only because it's going to be the only show this week. Yeah. We got homecoming this week. We got it's so much I got going on this week. Won't even do the Thursday show because the boys got senior night on Thursday. But make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell. If you don't get alerts to the channel, make sure you share the stream too to anybody that loves college football, because we talking a lot of college football. It ain't just gonna be me and Coach Shawn tonight. All the fellas are coming up here when they get the chance to, because I'm telling y'all don't want to miss this show. It's gonna be jam-packed tonight. But before we get into it, y'all already know I got my main man up here with me, Alabama A&M's own former running back and graduate, one of the dopest people on these YouTube streets, one of the most knowledgeable people on these YouTube streets. Y'all already know who he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Shawn.
Appreciate you, Brinsky, man. As always, bro. That's high praise, man, coming from the hottest show on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The show that everybody wanted to be a part of. You know what I mean? And the hottest host. You know what I mean? On YouTube, bro. Got it cracking more than everybody, man. Shout out to my brother Brinsky and everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. Look who the first comment up here is OG Gill, man. OG Gill up in the house. J. Cole up in the house. Latoya up in the house. What's going on? Eric D up in the house. Keith up in the house, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Sharp Squad, name the founder, literally the founder, Dwight. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, Dwight be hooking that B2A Nation. That was Dwight.
Yeah, B2A Nation. We got them all up in there. Yeah, man. That was fire. I really thought you came up with that. So shout out to Dwight on that.
That's all Dwight right there, bro. Trust me.
Jeremy up in this thing. What's going on with you, brother? Larry Large up in this thing. What's going on, bro? Roll Tide. Trappanel up in this thing. What's going on, man?
Home team.
Bama Gump up in here. Roll Tide, my brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Who else we got up in here? Joe Willie up in here, man.
Joe Willie.
Good to see you, man. We all are in here. Yeah, man. Right. That was it. Make sure everybody hit that like button. That's wiping your feet before you come in somebody's house. Have some type of respect. Hit the like button. It costs you $0.00 to show love. PJ, what's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. That was it. Share the link to anybody you know that love college football. Put it on your Facebook. Show it, man. Tell them to come on over and be a fan and just listen to the show, man, and learn something. You're gonna learn something from the guy. Look at this. We got Lisa up in the house. Man, she up in here early. Yeah. Appreciate you, Lisa, always showing love, and y'all already know the tie gonna be showing tonight as always.
Facts.
Appreciate you always, Lisa. And up in here, man. Jesus, man, y'all just starting to roll up in here right when we were about to start. And up in here.
And
Herb and Raj up in here.
Raj.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Nitra
up in the house. That's what I said, man. They just keep popping up in here. Man, y'all are some true supporters, man. Thank you all. That's what I said. Y'all don't get enough credit and enough thank yous. Don't really show how much we appreciate you guys, for real. Jeremy up in here. What's going on, man?
Jeremy.
See, man, they just rolling up in here. Stacy, go Dogs.
Stacy, go.
What's going on? Our good old Georgia. We just got to see good old James Richards jump up in here, man. It's really gonna go down.
Is that tough as nails?
Tough as nails up in here.
Nails.
Oh yeah, man. I told you, man, they coming, man. And look at him, the king of chaos, Ephraim up in here, man.
Yeah.
About to cause chaos up in the comment section, no matter what, man. Y'all, like I said, man, let the folks know we are on here tonight and we talking a lot of college football. A lot of it. Chapman family up in here. What's going on with it? Said Roll Tide, Roll family to my Jamaican family.
Facts.
Jamaica. Yeah, boy.
Wagwan.
Simpson Burner, what's going on with you, brother? Good.
Simpson Burner.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get right on into it, man. Oh man, we talked a lot. I said before we get to Brian Kelly and all that. Man, we talked a lot about the South Carolina game. We just jumped from game to game because it really don't matter. I know we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But this week 9 had Alabama, South Carolina, LSU, Texas A&M. I know Missouri played Vanderbilt. It was another big game. I just can't remember what that big game it was, but man, what you think of these past weekend games, especially our game? Like, anything changed on your front, or did you see anything different when you went back and rewatched it, or you feel a little different about some things? Because I know certain things you're not, but give your thoughts.
Yeah, man. I feel, I'm ecstatic we won that South Carolina game, man, because the film, the just watching the game don't really do justice on how bad we played that game, bro. Like, we played really, really bad that game, bro. On offense, on third down, everything, man. So for us to come out with a win, man, I feel very, very fortunate that we won that damn game, bro. Because damn, that could have went the other way really, really, really quickly.
Very quick.
Man, for these guys to dig deep and pull out a win like a rabbit out of a hat, it does say something about the football team. It does say something about the fight of this football team as opposed to last year, right? That game, like Jeremy said it best, that game gave me Florida State vibes, right? For about 3 quarters and 10 minutes, it gave me Florida State vibes, man. But for the guys to put together a good drive, for the offensive line to really put together, a good blocking scheme, the last drive, and for us to go down and score that Cuevas touchdown, the 2-point conversion, just the whole thing, man. For those kids to dig deep like that, it's something to be said about this football team. It's something to be said about, the difference in learning how to finish with this team as opposed to last year. And even though we played sucky, our C game, we still won, man. So, I'll try to take the positive from that, and hopefully we won't play like that again, and we'll leave it right there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, because North Sellers, man, I think the only thing that was super annoying in that game, man, we kept getting to them, but we wasn't sacking them. I'm not saying that it's easy to sack somebody, but man, when you right there and you got them wrapped up, man, you gotta sack him, man. Like, take his legs or something. I ain't saying just run into his leg, wrap his legs up, make him fall down or something. They just jumping on his back like he a bear, and he just won't go down. But man, everybody want to pop up in here right now. Got a couple of people coming up to the stage. They about to give their thoughts on this game. Then we're gonna move on to the other games. Y'all already know the OG of all OGs, our OG, Mr. Kappa Man himself, and Mr. Jackson State alum. They took an upset this weekend too, man. So we all took losses to all our HBCUs. Y'all already know our good friend and brother, Coach Al. My fault.
Coach Al.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
What's up with you, Brody?
Hey, man. Hey, in the house with my broskies. Don't get no better than that.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't believe I put when you said 7 o'clock, man. I'm thinking like 7 your time, like no, but 6 my time.
Yeah, but 6 your time, 7 my time. Yeah.
And then I got one more brother up here. Y'all already know who he is. The David Ruffin of all podcasts. And y'all already know the famous gold mic. I can't disclose the price anymore. Because, even though it's real, ladies and gentlemen, it's the real price. And you already know he works not at McDonald's, but McDowell's. Well,
Not
they don't have.
It's McDowell.
You will find out in a second what I mean when we bring this brother up. Y'all already know Mr. SEC's and himself, our good friend and brother. Tez, what's going on, man?
Man, what's happening?
What is the business?
Man, you
Cold
threw me
name.
for a loop, man. I thought we was starting a little late today.
War chicken. Whoa.
Oh, dang. That's cold.
Oh man, I
That's
thought I was
cold.
gonna get it up.
That's cold.
No, you know I love you. You know I love
That's
you to death.
cold, baby.
I was getting ready to clip that one.
Oh, he even had me scared for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, now you saying bad words up here.
Bad words, bro. Coach Al, let me
what's
ask
up?
you this before we even get started.
Yeah.
So I got a call from one of my coaches. His name is, well, I better not say it. He on A&M coaching staff. Told me all the great juicy things would happen. Why these kids, man. Let me tell you something. One game that we was always on time. We always, was the classic, man. You can't run amok on the classic, bro. Because that game, bro. When I looked at the score, it said 41-6, bro, in the second quarter. Coach Al, I don't usually be that fan to just tear up stuff and be angry, bro. I almost couldn't take it, bro. I almost couldn't take it. I was like, what, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, I and then they was dancing when they was scoring. I was like, man, I can't take this, bro. It was one of the most gut-wrenching classics I've had in recent memory, bro. And it won't be forgotten, man. Especially after I heard what I heard, man. Seniors got to do something about that, bro.
Yeah. That can't be on the coaches.
Facts.
I mean,
Not like that, man.
when that happens like that, man, somebody in the locker room got to take care of the business, man. I mean, and that right there, guys is laying down, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you get down that far, that fast in the game? It's almost like they touch it, score. They touch it, score. What's up with that?
Man, bro.
Their personnel can't be that much better than
I don't think it is, man. When I heard, man, I'll just say it like this. When we was in the locker room, bro, we had Michael Pigney, Otis Reagan, all them boys wasn't trying to hear that, man.
That's right.
Them do you gonna have your issues in the bathroom.
That's
under
it.
the step.
Yeah.
You gonna have your one-on-one issue. These boys wasn't going for it, bro. Big Brad Jefferson, man, Anthony Bigby. Them boys wasn't having it, man.
Yeah.
They wasn't going for that, man. They wasn't going for it,
Gonna
man.
be some furniture moving.
Well,
bro.
Shade,
So
he gonna clear. I think he gonna clear house, man. He gonna go out. He's getting ready. He's seeing right now, and he ain't the kind of dude that's built like that.
right. So to get beat like that, brother,
Beat like that in the classic.
that's all everybody been talking about, man.
Yeah.
I've been in other group chats with 10, 11 people, former Cats, just going left, bro. Like, and then when we heard what we heard, it's all right to kick it, man, but not, break it. I ain't even gonna put it online, bro. Just
No, you go to the classic, man. It's a business trip.
Yeah, man.
I know where you're coming from, Coach. I know.
But we got another brother coming to the stage, man. I think Coach Al messed me up with everybody, man. But y'all already know. Y'all already know recruiting extraordinaire. The man has the best background right now, running of the year. Yes, you do. I don't care if you shake your head. but y'all already know, man, great friend of the show and a good brother, man. Our friend and brother, Jonathan Lewis. What's going on?
Yeah.
My bad.
Tez TownMedia himself.
What is the business?
Sorry for being a little tardy. I thought honestly it was 7 p.m. So I was gonna be about 2 minutes late no matter what. But yeah, I read the message. It's at 7. I don't know why I didn't think to double check with Brinsky. That was bad follow up on my part too.
Oh no, man. I just read the message halfway and I ain't see the central time on there. When Coach Al and like, no. It's o'clock.
Like Coach Shawn say, the truth is in the details.
Always.
That was perfect.
That's good.
I just want to tell John, your background is lit.
It's got some work to do. I'm still doing. I'm going to do some more things. So
yeah, you can use a little orange, a little blue in there.
Ooh,
no.
Those are
Yeah,
not manly
all right.
colors.
I don't want to throw up on the wall.
Got a little chalk dust flying up in here tonight, baby.
Oh man! But in all seriousness, I'm here. Word is LSU's getting rid of the AD.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. It's funny that you said that because I was going to talk about that game next, man. Please talk about it, sir.
So yeah. So what are we talking about right now then?
Well, we were talking about Bama, but I said, man, we talked about Bama enough the other night. It's really just a recap of the last weekend preview. Brian Kelly firing. It's a little bit of everything. So you can talk about whatever. So if you want to talk about it, go for it.
I mentioning recruiting in this aspect, I'm sure everybody on here follows it to a certain extent. It was real interesting to me, and I want everybody's take on this, especially the coach's take. Go ahead, Coach Shawn.
Oh, what's up with your bone?
I
got
you.
Madison, Alabama.
I thought you wanted to.
No. He was just saying something to him. But
so, I think it's real interesting that the recruits did not react when Brian Kelly was fired, but the 2026 commits all started reacting when the offense coordinator Sloan was fired. And all of a sudden, now there's momentum of supposedly this upcoming Saturday, there's going to be it's going to be a massive amount of commitments to decommit, supposedly happening this Saturday. So I want you guys to take on, was Brian Kelly really disliked by everybody? That's the word. And now that you hear the recruits didn't really react to him being fired, but it was the offensive coordinator, Joe Sloan, being fired. What's your take on that?
Wow.
I mean, that's got to be something personal, right? That's got to make Brian Kelly feel a certain way, I would assume.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Look, we said this last night on your show. Shout out to your show, by the way.
Fact.
Make sure you guys subscribe to TownMedia.
Appreciate
Link is in the description. But man, I ain't gonna say I wasn't. It was something in the background, we ain't know too much, but it seemed like everything is just coming out, and it seemed like all day I kept seeing from player after player after player, good riddance. And I seen Malik Neighbors put up Kid Rocks.
Yes.
For real. And I was just like, bruh, you know how big. And they started bringing up stuff that I remember, the thing that happened up there at Notre Dame about him with the kid. Greg Brooks, how he treated him and his family.
Yep.
How Kyron Lacey dad just came out today and said, I got a phone call, and even the coach came by, the one that's the interim right now, and Brian Kelly ain't even bothered to call the family. That just speaks on who you are, man. That's why I get mad at stuff like this because folks want to say how they feel about a person when they get fired and they down for. I said it when the man was in there. I just felt like he's an asshole, bro. He's just a jerk for real. He's just no, don't wait till the man get fired. Say it while he's right there. The man is just not a good person all around. And that's why I said if I had a son, I would not send my child that way if that man is there. There's no way. I'd rather that man go play at Auburn before I let that happen. With Hugh Freeze, and I really mean that. And that's how serious I am with Hugh Freeze as the coach. But I know Hugh Freeze is more sincere than this man, and I think he's an asshole too.
Yeah.
But hey.
I don't know. I just think it's interesting. And then you look at the aspect. I don't know if you guys saw the numbers released today, but They said without an AD firing, it's going to be upwards of $100 million to bring in the new coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I get it. We want to say these schools have a ton of money, and I do understand that to a certain extent. But when you're paying coaches off that you're still paying on a coach now that's not named, right? So Brian Kelly, like, I mean, how long can this go for? Before, I mean, where's the line in the sand at the end of the day for this type of stuff? Because I mean, hell, everybody's going to be firing their coach. I mean, we're not even talking about the ones that are on the hot seats. There's still a ton of them on the hot seat right now.
You made it sound like you paying off on a car.
I mean, yeah, I sold cars for 10 months, and that's what it feels like at this point. It's like, and yeah, Roll Tide Rise Up. So, you know, he put Edo, and Ed Orgeron is still getting paid, guys. I don't think people understand that.
Right.
So that's something eventually you have to think about. And then you see all this crap with, you know, who's a better, you know, who has the better program for a fit for a coach. And I'm like, look, LSU's got to be the top spot. LSU's got to be the best job available, in my opinion, than Florida and everything else. But man, when you look at the details of this stuff, it's going to get nasty. And we're not even done yet. We're not even 3/4 of the way through the season, and there's still more coaches probably lining up to get fired. That's the crazy part about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, go ahead.
No, you touched on something last night in the roundtable. I was listening to that, and what you were saying made a lot of sense in terms of buyout. Say, like when Jimbo went out a few years back, or when Gus went out a few years back. It's a different landscape with the money that's involved right now, and that what happens is it seems like even when you sign a guy to coach and there's a buyout, there's already baked in money in the program provisions on, hey, this guy's got about a 2 or 3 year shelf life. If you can't turn the program around, there's money baked into that to say, okay, we got to pay him off and we got to go out and get the next guy. It's almost like there's so much money involved with this thing. It's such a humongous business that the contingency is already put out there, even when you hire the next guy, because who knows if he's going to have a 10-year run or 12-year run or a 3-year run like this dude. And he's, you know, you touched on, you may want to re-elaborate on your point, but I thought that was some great insight that you brought to the round table last night. I've been saying it all day. I was on Piano Man this morning. I gave you dap on that because I just think that's great insight. How the business aspect of college football now has changed the whole landscape, not just with the players, but with your coaching strategy, your hires and such, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things I thought about is when you introduce NIL and you introduce like even the roster limits and this $20 million cap, like we look at it from a player's perspective, but also what it does is it tells big businesses that we can now infuse schools with cash without it being under the table. So one of the things is like that $53 million 10 years ago, you would have had to go under the table and strike a deal to get that money to fire a coach. Now we can just put your logo on our field. Logos are going to be on jerseys eventually. That's probably coming within the next 5 years. We can just infuse these schools with money. Like if you really think about it, a company can buy a roster. They can say, hey, we'll give you the $20.5 million just up front. Now you don't have to give that directly to players, but that's just for you to have, right? So like now, firing coaches is not as, you know, $53 million is program crippling money. Used to be. You have to pay that out. That's like, man, we can't do anything. We can't pay out anything after we pay that. But now, you don't have to do that. Like companies are fronting this money. And Brian Kelly, like, man, we said it last night. Man, they just didn't like the guy, bro. Like it's simple as that. Because when you look, it's shameless plug, but I did an episode this morning on called The Unemployment Line. But
I love that.
It's you you think about it, bro. Like who we're talking about a coach, right? That when you look at his resume, all you see is 10 wins, bowl game, 10 wins, bowl game, 10 wins. This is not an underperforming guy. Like we're not talking about a coach that's just like he couldn't have gotten fired for underperformance because he's only lost 3 games to 3 of the top teams in the conference: Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M, who's arguably the top team in the conference. So like you're not telling me that that's grounds for termination for performance. He's like what Brisky said. He's an asshole. They don't like him. It didn't fit the culture of LSU. When you got all these players coming and speaking out about it, it's very clear that that's why I asked last night on the roundtable. I asked, are we sure that him leaving is going to be a bad thing for this team? This may be the best thing for this, right? Like they have probably been waiting. There's probably players that have been waiting for this dude to leave. All right. Now, as far as like, I'm not surprised that people that recruits and kids on the roster react more to coordinators, because that's usually how it goes. Like you spend more time with the coordinators and position coaches anyway. When you see players decommit, it's usually because of that. Just because, hey, my position coach that I played for, the one that has been recruiting me this whole time, he leaves. The head coach a lot of times in these scenarios are just a name. But this dude, I think they just determined that he's a cancer to the program. He's going to cause more damage by keeping him on here, despite him winning. You know what I'm saying? Because he's on the pace for 9 games, right? Despite that, he's more of a detriment to the culture of this program with him on this roster than him leaving. And I think that's what you see, man. It goes to show you one of these facts is like, you don't have to be a nice person to be good at your job. You can be an asshole and be a winner. And that's what he is. He's not he may not be a good person, but he can win games. Some other schools probably gonna take an opportunity, take him up on that, and he's probably gonna, bring something to the table. But they'll probably find out the same thing that all of these other people are finding out too. Is like, man, he's not a pleasure to work for. He's costing us our reputation. The kids don't like him. When you got former players speaking out, like the Kyron Lacey thing, that's the first time I'd heard that, Brinsky. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That is ridiculous. So like, yeah, in today's climate, with money being so readily available, you can't do that. You can't show up to your job no longer and just be an asshole to people. They'll get you up out of there, like because the money seemingly is no issue. Now, one thing that Jon said that I do want to, he highlighted, man, where's the line, right? Because I know money is readily available. These companies and these people have a ton of money, but at some point, there's got to be a threshold. There's got to be a point where you're saying like, hey, we've dumped out. Like, you're still paying Ed Ogeron. You're paying him $54 million. If you pay another coach another $50 million, then you start getting into the hundreds of millions of dollars of dead money, right? We're not talking about money that's going towards the program for facilities or nothing like that. We're talking about dead money. It's just on the books, right? Once that starts happening, then we'll see where the line goes. It'll tell you. I tell you how you'll find out how the line goes, where the line is for LSU. Pay attention to who they hire next. Yeah. Pay attention to what kind of coach they hire next. Pay attention to what his contract is. We seemingly get that buyout information before we get the contract numbers. That's the first thing that comes out. So he's got $30 million buyout. So I don't know. You just pay attention to who he hires next.
Yeah. I'm interested in. So I got 2 things to bring up for this because it's another thing that I feel like nobody's paying attention to. Is that you guys understand that if you go in $100 million over bad debt, if you're a Golden State fan, you know what I mean? If you're a Pelicans fan, if you're a Houston Rockets fan, you know how this works. The state penalizes you a portion of that money. So LSU right now is not bargaining to pay him the least amount. They are bargaining that. They're bargaining to make sure that with him and Ed O at this point, to make sure they're under 100 million in bad debt. Because if they're over that, they're paying a state tax on that every single year they're over that number, which can climb up extremely high. It gets up to 33% of the bad debt. I mean, think about that. That means you're paying 33 million a year on top of the money you're already owing out. It gets really bad really quick. And I don't know if you guys saw, but did you guys see this story that actually came out, and it is confirmed on why they think he actually got fired?
Because he wouldn't fire his OC.
Exactly. The AD came out and said it. He said, I can't say I directly fired him for that, but I can say that Kelly pushed back and then we terminated him shortly thereafter. So my question is, you may not have liked Sloan, but what the hell did he do? Is somebody in cahoots with something or know something about somebody? I don't know what's going on, but it's real shady looking. They wanted this dude out bad enough that they would fire Brian Kelly or just need a scapegoat.
I think they needed
out the building.
I think they were just looking for an out.
Yeah.
Get rid of the guy. Because just think about it. You know, like Karl said this morning, man, there's some really smart people running these programs and these schools, much smarter than I am, I know. And I mean, yeah, it seems like it's monopoly money, but they're giving it some serious thought because of just how big the business of college football is. I don't think they're just having a reaction or dealing in emotions. These are cold hard dollars that he's dealing with, and they're banking the potential. LSU, I think one of the guys said it on the show that it is the number one program right now in terms of the job that's available. It is the number one job that's out there. Okay, it's better than State. It's better than Florida. Okay, you know, it's the number one job that's out there. Better than Arkansas. So they're banking on, you know, revenue downstream, being competitive, all the revenue sharing that goes with being in the playoffs, and everything else. And like Tez was saying, how much advertising dollars because of the brand. Speaking of brand, I really like to see Alabama because Alabama is still the preeminent brand in college football. There's no question. They have more viewership than any college team in the nation. To start to leverage that from a marketing standpoint, to infuse that money you said is into the program, just to make it even bigger, just to insulate it even more. You know, this whole thing is changing right before our eyes, and we're seeing it in spades now. Because what happens if Sark leaves Texas?
Oh man, I can't see that, Coach Al. I mean, once again, I'm thinking if I'm a school,
it's not because they want him out. It's because maybe he's done with the college scene.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, do we think that this thing's going to keep rolling? Like, if I'm Auburn, I'm not firing Hugh Freeze because hell, where am I at on the food chain to find a coach at this point?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm being realistic. Tez, would you still want him gone?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
but I'm a fan, right? Like I'm not looking at it from I don't know what the books look like financially. I have no clue, but just like from personal fandom, get him out of here. Does it make fiscal sense? I have no idea. I mean, you know, we still paying a couple coaches too, but we are. I will say Auburn is a pretty big brand when it comes to advertising dollars and things like that. So I'm just looking at it. I had to look this up. LSU football generated $107 million in revenue in 2024. Wow. The entire athletic department brought in $220.2 million during that same period.
And that's revenue, right? Not gross. That's actual.
Yeah, not gross. That's just
Got you.
And I don't think that includes. I don't think that includes like donors. Money. I think that's just like sales and advertising and things like that.
Brand, essentially.
Let me get this real quick because y'all was flowing. I didn't want to interrupt y'all, but definitely shout out to Ann for the $4.99. Thank you for always showing love like everybody else, man. Appreciate you guys. And also Gelato, For the 999, he said, question for you guys. Was that a penalty on South Carolina when they blocked in the back on that punt? That was definitely a penalty on them because that's illegal. And that's why I had to, I don't think I went back and apologized to Jalen Mbakwe on that. So publicly, I'm sorry, Jalen, because I was really, really pissed on that because I was like, man, get the hell out of the way. But the man clearly was pushing his man for almost a smooth 10 yards into the ball. And I'm like, I don't know how the ref did not see that. And then they just called it and whatnot. But
and it don't seem like Cole cleared him out. It don't seem like the punt returner cleared him out at all.
And he got to do that, man. But I don't think he expected him to be pushed like right into him, man, like that. But I don't even think he had control to like
go back and watch the punt before that. Me and Tez threw it in the group chat. I don't know if you guys saw, but the South Carolina player touched the ball, then they, you know what I mean, and then we recovered it, and they never reviewed it.
Yeah, that was our ball.
He jumped like it touched him too. Like as soon as he hit, he's like, oh shit, I touched that ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
these are SC can't see officials.
I like that. I like
that. SC can't
but
see.
I don't understand, brothers, why they just don't. I mean, I never understood this, man. You got enough money. Why don't you get a conglomerate of SEC officials, make it a real job, make it a 40 practice, whatever you got to do, calls. These dudes are seasonal, right? They there's not permanent stuff. So I've never understood that, man. That's how you get better. That's how you get, better at your job and stuff like that.
The NFL does it.
Yeah.
You know what needs to happen though? I know nobody gonna want to hear this, but you got to start complaining about this stuff when it doesn't cost people games.
Yep.
That play that you guys are talking about right now, I understand y'all won the football game, but y'all still got to get on Twitter and y'all got to make a ruckus about it because it is not gonna matter. When we do it and it costs us games, we get met with a lot of it's just Auburn and they crying. But that's not gonna move the needle of officiating. It's gotta come from when you actually still win a game. You gotta get on there and complain about it just as loud, right? Yeah. That's what's gotta happen. That's when the needle starts to move. And that's with anything. We know that in any type of life. Like, nobody cares when you're on the wrong side of it. But when you're on the right side of it and you start talking about it, then all of a sudden people start listening.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's an awesome point. I'm glad you did it. Yeah, man. But that was a great question, Delano, man. Appreciate y'all for the super chat. But just to go back to LSU and them, man, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. It's really, really interesting. I just want to know, and y'all put it in the chat too, man, who y'all would love to, well, I ain't gonna say who you love to see, but who you guys think would be LSU head coach, because like Coach Shawn said last night, this job has thrown a monkey wrench in a lot of people's plans, and I'm willing to just change up one of my picks. I still believe Lane goes to Florida. I'm just locked on that. You can't unconvince me on that. But Matt, what's my boy name down in UNLV?
Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen. Yeah, I believe he go down there
to LSU.
Dan Mullen to LSU.
I tell you this, man. Whoever goes to LSU, I don't think Marcus Freeman would ever leave Notre Dame as long as they're winning.
He turned down Penn State. He turned down Florida. You'll be a fool to leave that job. That job is so cushy. That's why Brian Kelly looks stupid.
Yeah, there's nobody in the SEC that can match them for money for dollar anyway. Not maybe Texas, maybe. Notre Dame got that long 1951 bag. You know what I'm saying? Their endowment is damn near 2 times as much Alabama's is. Look it up. But you listen, man. That LSU job is a different kind of job, man. Yes, it's an SEC job. But if you know, like all of us know, those Cajuns are different, bro. The culture down there. When you say the word culture, nowhere in the SEC signifies culture like Louisiana. I'm telling y'all.
Absolutely, 100%.
That job, from the way people are raised, from the way people talk, from what they like to eat, from how they interact with one another, it is totally different than anything you'll see in any other school in the SEC. Like I said, that word culture, you got, and Brian just completely, I think he rubbed everybody wrong from jump with that way he was talking like this, and people got offended by that, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking like that for? You're from Boston, I think. Like, what the hell are you talking like that for? So that rubbed people the wrong way, bro. You know, that really, really did. Man, listen, this is 2025. I don't think you need to make these splash hires. I just don't. I just really don't think so, man. It's a lot of coaches out there that can coach this game. Yep. It's a lot of dudes that understand the SEC that can coach that game. Sure, it'd be great to get an experienced coach like an Urban Meyer that's experienced and know the SEC and understand the ins and outs of recruiting and understand recruiting in the South and understand the Cajuns and understand coaching against the Cajuns. It's great to get a coach like that has all those credentials. But at the end of the day, man, if you can coach football and get you a like-minded staff, you can make this thing work, man. You can make this thing work. You know, it's just, will they do it, right?
Coach Shawn, throw out some names. Let's talk Kirk Signetti from James Madison.
It's a fact.
Let's talk Greek Witch from Appalachian State.
Yeah, he can coach, man. Eli, my man from Arizona State.
Let's talk Clark Lee out of nowhere.
Dillingham, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know, so no, you don't have to go out and get one of these retreads.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go out and,
but all of them.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say all the big names started off as little names.
Hey, man.
They had to give them an opportunity.
Yeah.
That's something, buddy. You know.
That's why I always hated jobs when they say you have no experience. Well, I gotta get the experience from somewhere.
That's right.
Urban went from Bowling Green to Utah to Florida.
Yeah. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And
get up, coach.
Yeah, man. So
Gus was coaching high school football.
High school football, brother. You know.
How about the guy, God rest his soul, Mike Leach?
Mike Leach. Boy's a lawyer.
A lawyer.
You know.
So Coach Saban pretty much got the LSU job just because he beat Ohio State. He was struggling at Michigan State.
Yeah,
man. So
imagine if you hired him in this time, they'll be like, "Why are we hiring this guy from Michigan State?" I would have been the same way.
Well, Nick Saban kind of is the problem with that LSU's having right now.
Yeah,
because obscurity before he came to LSU, and won a national championship. And then they thought they were back in the Billy Cannon days again. Okay.
Yeah.
And expectation for that program has remained at that level since that time. So I think that the expectation is nothing's wrong with that. We all want to win, right? But they think that they're on par with what's in Tuscaloosa. Title now. It's a mental thing. They think they are there. Okay. And of course, that's at Louisiana too. You know what I mean? I said Louisiana.
Wow.
So Shawn, is it coming out of me now? Because it's coming up on LSU.
Yes, sir. I can already see.
It's going to get worse,
man. We all know that's your favorite team.
I thought me and Brisky talked about it. Like,
I got some relatives for him too, bro. Okay.
What's up, James? Shout out to James Richards.
Man, me and you got to meet up, Coach Al, before this game.
John, hate him too.
Dinner or something, man. Yes. Well, we got to do a one-on-one little live stream from the phone or something, man. Because
John, I hate him too, man.
Next time I'm in town, I will call you. You know, my mom still lives there. Okay. Yeah. So I'll hit you offline. She got a birthday coming up, and I'll be in town. We'll hook up. But certain.
What you think about that coach right there, Coach Al? Eric D said, Fran Brown.
Wow.
I don't think they pulled that trigger for many reasons.
They got coach, man. Mm-hmm. Okay,
he can coach. Yeah,
and
I think he would fit the culture.
Yeah, he definitely fit the coach.
Well, and I think that he has that kind of charisma for the modern day player.
Yeah,
but at the same token, the guy's a hard nosed football coach.
Yeah.
Okay? He's an X's and O's guys. If you can win up there in Syracuse, once you have talent, and you showed that last year, okay. Imagine what you can do with a general manager like they got at LSU they cannot afford to miss on this one because
facts, coach.
If they miss on this one, man, that program is going to be middle of the road for a long time, man.
Ambiguity.
Yes. Yep. I ain't mad at it, you know.
Facts. I got a question, Brent, if I can ask the panel this question.
No, man, do whatever.
Something I wanted to know, man. I want to start with Coach Al. Now, before y'all answer this, we get today, we get right now. I think we all agree in agreement right now what the answer is. But when you look at facilities, what's coming in facilities, when you look at the rosters, when you look at the weather, when you look at the alumni, when you look at the donors, take everything into the equation. Yes, LSU is the only Power 4 school in that state, right? But really take everything into consideration, not just the winning and the lack thereof at the other place. Take a few seconds, Coach Al. Go around the table, Brinsky, if you don't mind.
No,
Coach Al, what is the best job right now, LSU or Florida?
All right.
If it were you,
if it was me,
taking all fans out of it, fandom out of it.
I'm going with LSU.
Why?
Only because of the fact that I think that Florida has this stigma of players, okay, recruiting, okay, but I think LSU is just as good as football. And quite frankly, if you look in the radius for players, concentration of players, LSU, Louisiana rivals Florida. And also, I will say this too, that LSU has actually a more recent history of winning big time football games than Florida does. I love Florida. I love everything about the state. Okay. But I think it's going to be a bigger pull to pull Florida up. LSU's not that far off.
Facts.
With personnel. They got a stacked roster right now. Okay. They just got to get the right coach in there, man. Okay. So if I'm choosing, as much as I hate LSU, I just think that program has the potential to get to the top a little bit quicker than Florida. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's a toss-up, but I think I had to
toss. Yeah. Tez?
Man, I'm gonna go with Florida. Actually, I'm gonna go with Florida. I just think Florida, in terms of staying power, Florida has proved to be a better school than LSU. All of LSU's success has been like one and done. Then they got to rebuild it. A couple years, and they got to rebuild it. Florida's one of those schools. When Florida's good for a long time. Like like Florida, it is evidenced by like if you start to think,
I'm looking
like
at
if you think about it, like I'm
that's it.
Yeah, what I'm saying. Look how long Spurrier did it though.
I said Steve Spurrier, Urban Meyer. Everything else is mid.
Yeah, but look how long Spurrier did it though. Where is LSU Steve Spurrier?
Nick Saban.
They don't have a coach. Nick Saban wasn't there long enough to be there. Steve Spurrier.
I get it, but if you look at the number of titles after, say, Urban Meyer left versus what LSU has, who's got the most?
I give you that. I give you that.
It's what have you done for me?
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like recent success is probably easier to get.
McElwain, they went through Mullen, they went through all those guys, mid, and more mid. Extra soft. Anyway.
What I'm saying is it's probably easier to get this LSU program to prominence than it is Florida. But with the right work and that hotbed of recruiting, I think that Florida has more staying power. I like when I think about my friends, when I think about the people I know, and Brisky know what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people that are Florida fans. Like just off of that era alone. I know the people that are LSU fans, they just kind of have that in them. But like the people that are Florida, they're Florida fans because of an era of football that lasted a pretty long time.
You
We
got
looked
to
it up.
fight Miami, Ted. What you think about that? You got to fight Miami and Florida State.
Well, unfortunately, most of the people that I know are Florida fans. Oddly enough, are Miami fans too. That's kind of weird.
Fact.
But it's really weird. Don't ask me, but but it's weird. But it is. It's a fact. We looked it up, man. I didn't realize that Billy Napier is the first coach with a losing record that Florida's had in 25 years.
They finna put
all the rest of them
million.
has winning.
I read they finna put $300 million into that stadium.
Yeah, and I think that the swamp
They need to.
is just as raucous of an environment as what you have down there at LSU. It just needs that. Like in its heyday, I remember the swamp being that place to go play. And it's an old stadium, and we know it's hot down there, and it's sticky, and it's just, an ugly game to go to. But man, I'll put it like this: a good LSU team, it scares me, but a good Florida football franchise is like, man, I do not want to see that in the SEC. Keep them where they at. Keep them where they at.
At least I can take fans. I can't take agnostics LSU. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's getting close to LSU.
What about you, John?
I'm gonna get worse the closer it gets to the game. Y'all,
Fact.
Coach,
You know
fair.
that's your favorite team, brother.
I try to be gracious and and classy with it all, but man, get me close to the LSU, man. You guys don't think I've been drinking Sumter County, Alabama?
It's cracking. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
It's up.
off, man. Okay, I'm sorry.
Fact.
Yeah.
So, this is not. It's a hard decision. I really do. When you break it down, I'm non-biased as much as I hate LSU. I personally lean to Florida on this one, and the reason why is because Florida has proven a couple of things. Florida will change its culture if the right coach shows up. But Scott Strickland and that alumni association has shown, by the way, they're in the top 3 of all of college football for fundraising, $190 million per year on average. Think about that, right? So when you look at it from a money perspective, I think Florida can gain the edge in my perspective on that. I get it. People want to sell the whole come down to New Orleans, you got Mardi Gras and the whole thing. But if I'm a head coach, that's something I'm trying to keep away from. I don't want to lure my best players based on the fact that let's go to Mardi Gras and get whatever. And that granted, Gainesville doesn't have exactly a good reputation of that either. We already know about that, right? With Hernandez and everything else. We won't talk about that. But I think if you bring in the right AD, I'm picking Florida. I'm picking the location. I'm picking the fact that I could throw a rock in any direction to hit a 3-star wide receiver that probably should be a 5-star if he's in any other state based on the speed. I could drive down to Fort Lauderdale and pull guys. Because I'm being real with you guys. Everybody wants to talk Miami up. What they're not talking about is Miami's not doing a good job of holding their players in Miami. So those dudes are leaving. The Fort Lauderdale guys are leaving. The Port St. Lucie schools who are now coming up are leaving, right? So that line is almost gone. Mario Cristobal has shown that he's not really solely concentrated on recruiting in Southern Florida. He's reaching out to other states as well. And you look at Florida State, Mike Norvell, we want to talk about Louisiana having a huge advantage also in recruiting because you can compare them to Florida in talent. And I won't disagree with you on that stance. But that's the only thing that's held LSU up, in my opinion. When you look at the Les Miles and Ed Orgeron years, they've had ballers. But at the end of the day, I feel like I can go down there and be a coach and recruit in Louisiana and damn near field a decent team. And that's why I was so high on Brian Kelly doing big things when he got down to LSU. And he fell short even in my expectation, which was almost 0 for him, by the way, because we know I dislike him. But at the end of the day, it's like Tez says, when Florida's good, they're in those Urban Meyer years. I don't really remember the Spurrier years so well because I was still kind of young. But those Urban Meyer years, that was a scary thing to deal with year in and year out. And in my opinion, the Alumni Association with the money, and just like Coach Shawn's talked about, their willingness to build facilities, their willingness to shell out money when it's used in the correct way, because they have a bad reputation of the past of doing the wrong things. So now they're kind of like scrutinized a little bit more. But yeah, I personally like Florida better than LSU.
I think the only thing I'm just gonna say something quickly on it. I'll say Florida for many reasons. A lot of it, I think They're starting to upgrade on their facilities. Josh Pate spoke on that. They were well behind on that money. They got them on that, and then you're in the state with no state tax. That's another big factor to your money. And like you said, man, you can really just go to South Florida and just pick any player with just the state of Florida alone. But if you just go down to South Florida and you control that area, man, that's dangerous. But the problem is they just haven't had that head coach that can really control the state like we know. Like last head coach that can really control that state like that is probably really Urban Meyer, like to really, really control that state. Because why do you think he still had strong connections when he went up to Ohio State? He was still pulling guys out of Florida.
Yeah.
Like all the Bosa and all those guys, man. So I think Florida would be it's a better job. And also, and when you said something about Urban Meyer said those years were scary, it's until a real Porsche pulled up. Everybody think they're a Porsche until a real one parked by you. And you realize you're a Dodge Charger.
Oh, no, F-150, when I did the F-150 tonight.
Coach Karl.
Coach Karl. Oh, yeah, man. He didn't put his face on the screen, so I just brung him up. Y'all make sure y'all show your love to Mr. On the Block. He could be on these streets, but literally he's in the studio making a beat. Y'all already know what time it is. Our good brother from On the Block Sports, Coach Karl. What's going on, man?
What's the better job? Hey, before you answer, Coach Karl, take everything into consideration. Everything Coach Al said, everything Brinsky, Jon, and Tez said, from roster to outside to recruiting to alumni.
Expectations,
stadium. What do you think is if you the coach and you got both on the table, what's the better job?
If I'm the coach and I got both of those schools on the table, the job I'm taking is Florida.
Mm-hmm. Why?
The better job is LSU.
Okay.
Why do you say LSU is the better job? Because we know that the Cajun guy stays in LSU, but you also can get the Bama, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, Texas right there beside you. You can go right in Texas and have your pick a little too. That is the better job. The job I'm taking is Florida because expectations right now are low. And I can walk in the door and then I can build the expectations back up to championship expectation. LSU just fired a great coach because they got championship inspiration already. And by them not succeeding to the standard that they thought, they got rid of a coach, which is actually a really good coach, man. I can't lie. So I'm not going down there with expectations of uber high. I'm starting somewhere that I can build a program. They're going to give me an opportunity to come in like they did Napier. Get your recruits in, build a program, start developing players, start turning the program around. Like y'all just said, man, they upgrading the facilities. Money ain't bad. It's tax-free. It's hot weather. It's got Disney World right down the street. So when you bring recruits in, you can have recruits meet you at Disney World. That's a selling point. You got Daytona, less than an hour away from Daytona Beach. Jacksonville, Florida, you can go watch Jacksonville football games. You're gonna know it's a lot to offer in Florida, just like it is offering LSU. But Florida had more amenities to do it than they do in Baton Rouge. You know, Baton Rouge had the Saint hour down the road, go watch the Saints play. But you still had the same thing. You got the Miami Dolphins, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Jacksonville Jaguars right in the vicinity in Florida. You can mingle with NFL players, mingle with NFL coaches, the same as you do down there. But you can get some of those guys to come down there and help you recruit, help you rebuild a program at the same time. So I'm going to Florida, period. That's why when I said when they fired Napier and they threw all their money, kick Kiffin away, and when you leave in Ole Miss, you leave Ole Miss and go to Florida. You got 2, maybe 3 years to build something in Florida. You go to LSU, they're going to give you 1 year, first year back pass, Year number 2, your ass better be in the playoff. You in the playoff, year number 2, Kiffin ain't got it. You know, he ain't got it no more. He should be dominating. They're gonna throw a comparison to
and when them cages turn on you, they turn.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So they're gonna throw a compare you to the likes of every coach that got hired in their second year that made it to the playoff.
Yep.
That's what you're gonna be compared to. And then he'll be struggling trying to keep the fan base. I don't give a damn how much money they give you. It's a great job. It's the better program because of the thugs in Louisiana that you need. And you're always gonna get those rugged guys that you need. Like old boy from Texas A&M, you know, one of those Louisiana hard knocks. You need those guys, and they're gonna come from right there, right? Like you can walk across the street and get them out the hood.
Thanks.
They growing right there. Walk right down the road to New Orleans and get the same type of kid. But in Florida, you can still pick up the phone and call that same kid and like, you're gonna go play with LSU and know you right down the street from us at hometown. But you can come down here in the sun and weather, lots of girls. We can take you down to Disney World whenever you want to, and you still get a chance to have that aggression because I'm not gonna hold you back. And then I got more guys in Florida that can come play alongside you. We can go in Alabama and get them. We can go in Georgia and get them. Yeah, you tell me who you want to play with you, and I go way up the road and get them because that Gator is still the big brain, just like LSU. But we on the downside. There's no pressure for you to start right now. There's no pressure for you to perform right now. I can bring you in and guarantee you a starting spot because probably most of the roster gonna probably be gone. You can't do that LSU. Man, nobody's leaving LSU with Kiffin signed. Kiffin signed a contract LSU, no kid hopping the porter. So they're gonna be inspecting him that day. Walk in, transfer the program mentality, and win the very next year. You got to give me the same wins that Kelly gave me or more. It ain't no ups and downs. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I think if he go get that job, man, and like if he go get that job right now, how are you seeing DJ Ladway play right now? He's gonna play totally different next year.
Oh my gosh, it would be.
And that is just scary. Yeah. You already got Dallas Wilson over there. You already got Vernell Brown. You got Jaden Ball over there. You're gonna get Sapp over there for another year. The O-line is gonna get better. I'm about to say it's things that Lane is going to do that Billy Napier could not do with DJ Ladway. Please do not sleep. This man has a lot of talent. It just you just playing under Billy Napier. And that's why I did like it's just like me and Coach Shawn talked about before. I've seen this man turn Blake Sims into a top tier quarterback. And he played running back.
That was running back.
Right. Took a running back and made him a damn 3,000 plus yard pass.
Broke
every passing record up into that
all the way to the national championship game.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Could have helped him do that. Let's get that straight.
Amari.
Yeah.
Mark Cooper.
But then he turned around. Right? He turned around with Derrick Henry and changed the entire philosophy of what they did. That's the beauty of Lane Kiffin is he can take what we have and craft something around it. So really, the pieces don't really matter to him. It's like,
you can ask the same question real quick, Coach Shawn, because somebody else popped up in here. You can ask the same question to the same person. Y'all already know our favorite Oklahoma fan, but he loves Texas so much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Horns up himself. The man, the myth, the legend, our good friend, Jason White. What's going on, brother?
Jason. I can put one horn up for you, bro. I can put one horn up.
Jason.
What's up, fellas?
Got a question for you, bro.
What's up?
I heard from all the broskies, and they broke it down so eloquently. Here's my question. Before you answer, because I know you'll answer quick. Before you answer, I need you to think about everything. I need you to put yourself in this position.
Okay.
I need you to think about roster. I need you to think about expectations. I need you to think about culture. That's that key word for one of these.
Talking schools. Florida versus LSU here.
I need you to think about what you can do in the future. if you're the coach, not for nobody else, what's the better job, Florida or LSU?
LSU in the story.
Why?
Because everything you need to win is right there in the boot. You don't have to leave the state, and you get everybody you need right then and there. So the recruiting is ready made for you. If you have any kind of charisma whatsoever, you're going to be able to get everybody from that state. You don't lose a bunch of dudes to Alabama. You don't lose a bunch of dudes to Texas. You don't lose a bunch of dudes to Texas A&M. You're going to be able to, and you will have everything at your disposal. And I heard Coach Karl talking about how crazy they are down there. It ain't no crazy. It ain't any less crazy in Gainesville. Those people are nuts down there too.
I don't know, Jason.
They are nuts down there too. Fire. Hey. You remember how quick they had to fire Coach? What's his name?
Which one?
The website. The first one.
McElwain.
No. Before that. FireRonZook.com went up day one.
Right.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah, they did.
So don't tell me it's any crazier in LSU. Now it's crazy down there, and I think that you have to be able to be a certain kind of personality for it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily say
front lawn and it's crazy, bro.
It takes a certain person to be able to do it. I'll give you that, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you that part. In Lane's case, it's LSU.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. But I mean, maybe he does fit Florida. I don't know. But they just wild. And to be honest with you, I don't know. It's to me, I think they're unhinged to an extent in Florida that they actually believe, no matter what, that they could win a natty every year. And then when you don't do it, they're freaking out. Like Billy was recruiting his ass off. He hadn't put it all together yet, and he was what I think lost him that job was being hard-headed about the play calling. Because had he had brought somebody in to call plays, might have helped him out. But I mean, you had to be Brian Kelly to screw that up at LSU, by the way.
Yeah.
You had to be that ridiculously arrogant and full of yourself to screw that shit up down there.
Yeah,
everything. I mean, good grief. He started day one being a fake, and he continued to be a fake the whole way through. And you know what? I thought that. Tell me if anybody else felt this way when you're watching that game the other night with them and A&M, and he's right before the half. You can read his lips where he's telling the OC that you can't call that play without timeouts.
Without a time,
He called the damn play through your earphones before they ran the shit. You could have stopped it. To me, he was doing that for the country.
Yeah.
To put it off on somebody else, right?
Oh wow.
Jason, let me ask you a question, Jason.
Go ahead.
Do you think Lane had the mannerism for the Bayou?
Yeah,
that's the question. I don't think he had the mannerism for the Bayou.
I don't think it bothers him at all.
It takes a different breed of animal to go in the Bayou and coach those kids.
Listen, man.
Lane gets along with everybody, though. Who does he fight with? Think about it. He don't fight with nobody. And you know what? They're all. Yeah, you're right. Their mannerisms down there. They're cocky. They're arrogant. So is he.
They're very. Let me tell you this.
How many players on his roster right now from Louisiana?
Probably all of them, ain't it? No, not all of them, but a lot of them.
In Baton Rouge,
not as much as it used to be.
Here's the problem. That was the problem with Brian, right? He's going to Vegas to go get 3-star DBs when you could throw a rock outside Tiger Stadium and hit one.
Boy, remember this, man. Right. Baton Rouge don't have a lot of Gainesville has a couple of how can I put it? Gainesville has a couple of Richie Rich schools with talent. Baton Rouge don't got a lot of that, man. They really don't.
But those dudes are all dogs. They born and bred in the Bayou. They can ball out. They're a harder. Those guys can play, man. Those guys can flat out play.
Hoodish.
Hey, in terms of crazy, in terms of crazy, in Louisiana one time, I saw a paraplegic let his wheelchair all the way down flat and get twerked on in the middle of the street. I don't know if that's going on in Gainesville.
Bro, they peed on our car, bro.
I don't know if that's going on in Gainesville. Is all I'm saying.
They pissed on our car, man.
I mean, you can compare different things of what they do crazy wise, but they're wild down in Gainesville too, bro. Come on, man.
Jason.
I do have a legitimate question though. I want to ask you guys about this because these two jobs are answer to Coach Sean's question of which job you think is better. Now, whatever answer you gave, I want to know if there were still conferences in the SEC, would your answer change?
You mean division?
Division.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Would your answer change?
Hell yeah.
It'd be different, right?
But see, the thing about that, right? I'm with Jason, right? LSU is the better job.
Yeah.
But it's not the better fit. Like you don't take that job.
Lane is a surfer.
Lane is.
I don't know that it's not the better job though for him. Even I think that's the man. He lives for shit like that, Coach Karl.
You think?
Yeah, to have that top 5 in America job that you know that when you hit it right, that you're gonna get them all, and you've got a chance to go out there. I mean, look, you might win 1 or 2 at Florida, but you're gonna have to go in there and be an asshole, and that's not who he is. He can go in there, make them kids love him in the boot, and they will win a natty.
Now I will say this. Them kids love Dan Mullen because Dan Mullen he listened to that kind of music. Dan Mullen was off when you see him doing all that.
Well, they loved Urban too, but Urban was a prick.
Yeah, that's really Dan Mullen, how Dan Mullen is. I seen this cat at the camp, had on Yeezys. Like he was just this cat, he's really like that, right? And you know, in our culture, they love coaches that relate to what we like, you know what I mean? And I know Lane do that right now. A lot of the young kids do like Lane.
They love him, man. They love that dude.
And I'm like, Coach Shawn, man, I'm just be honest with you, Jason.
LSU,
it's a lot of talent in Louisiana. It is. It ain't got no Florida talent, man.
I swear, I was just about to go there.
Yeah, but you know what?
He got no Florida talent.
Here's the thing, though. You can pull whatever you need from wherever you need it.
I mean, you think about it. Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, Pensacola.
Coach Karl, I know you guys are a bunch of Bama fans, and I get it.
Miami, man, I'm just saying.
You ain't fighting Mario.
I know you guys are a bunch of Bama fans, and y'all are used to getting whatever the hell y'all want from Florida.
It's not even the Bama aspect. This is just pure football aspect. If I have the state of Florida as big as powerful Florida State is, one of the number 1 programs in the state.
You have to share with Miami and Florida State, though.
Yeah. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Yes, it matters. Yes, it matters because
Kiffin.
LSU can go down there and get them too.
It's Lane Kiffin.
LSU can go down there and get them too.
Lane
can get them from LSU.
Lane Kiffin roll up in the state of Florida, and he say, "I'm coming to Miami and see every school system in Miami."
So let me ask you something.
He's gonna be like Nick Saban.
So you're telling me that if he goes to LSU, he ain't gonna be able to do that too?
He probably can, but it's a lot of
kids
in Florida. There's a lot of kids.
And he will put a fence around that state. He will put a fence around the boot.
I mean, you can put a fence around the boot, man. But what you gonna get? 20.
You can't even put a fence around Mississippi.
20 kids and maximum. That's I mean, damn, it ain't but 2 or 3 5-stars a year coming out of Louisiana.
Guys, you know what? The only I'm gonna leave this one.
Think about it, man.
You guys got to think about it for a second too. Who was running that shit? Saban was running it at LSU. He left the blueprint there. You don't have to. You can get the guys you need for the most part out of Louisiana, and then when you have charisma like Lane has, you can go get them from Texas, which is right next door. You can go get them from Florida, which is not that far away. Mississippi. You can go to Georgia. He can go wherever he wants to get players. He's from California.
Man, Howard Snellenberger once said, man, if you get all those kids out of South Florida,
you ain't got to recruit nowhere.
You ain't got to recruit nothing.
That's true.
I don't know that you have to recruit. Look, I look at a lot of those dudes that have come through there. They got a new receiver or 3 every year that walk out of the damn swamp and turn into All-Americans.
Yeah, I mean,
Every year.
Larry Coker proved that to you. Larry Coker didn't recruit nobody outside of Miami and won championship.
I'm talking about Louisiana too. LSU gets 3 new receivers every year that had walked out of the swamp. You don't know who the hell they are. They ain't got no stars. And the next thing you know, they're NFL All Pros.
No,
But
I
all
don't
those
know. I
guys
don't
from
know about
Louisiana.
that.
All those
Them
guys
guys
Yes,
ain't
you
from
do.
Louisiana.
Yes, you
Those
do.
guys
Go
ain't from
back the last
Louisiana.
5 years. Go back
All
the
those
last
guys
from-
are
5,
from
6 years.
Louisiana.
Them guys ain't from Louisiana now. Some of them
Not,
guys from
some of them
Mississippi,
are. Some of them are.
Texas,
Every year they get
Alabama,
somebody.
Georgia's. Yeah, I mean, they
Okay.
do have a
Well,
few kids come out of Louisiana that talented.
If Brian Kelly can go get those guys, you gonna tell me that Lane can't go
Well,
get them anywhere he wants?
Here. Did you guys know this? I just looked it up. Only 30% of the LSU roster is from Louisiana, by the way.
That's what
Only
I'm trying to tell you.
30%.
Well, that's why
It ain't
BK
that much
failed,
talent.
isn't it? Don't you
It
think
ain't
that's
that
why
much-
BK failed though?
It's talent in LSU, but it's not that much D1.
Stop, man. Because
SEC
what did
talent in
Saban
LSU.
do? Go back and look at what Saban did when he got there. He made sure that nobody was leaving that state.
He made sure that none of the top guys were leaving the state. It was other guys leaving now.
Well,
nobody wants
leaving
scrubs. Nobody
Louisiana,
wants the scrubs.
but he kept more of the top guys. He may have got all the top 10 in Louisiana and the rest of them left. But he still had to get them out of Texas.
I tell you what,
he got them out of
we
Alabama.
need to put this. We need to put some stats together on that and do a show, because you go back and look at what he did. Yes, all the top dudes from Louisiana, all the dudes from NOLA, all the dudes from Baton Rouge, all the dudes from every little bayou and every little spot in that place that could play, they stay there. They will stay there.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm telling you now, he will win a natty. He'll be the one that wins the natty there.
I mean, yeah, he'll have opportunity to win a natty, but I think he just win.
He ain't gonna win one in Florida though.
I think he'll win one faster if he get to Florida.
So
If he get to Florida, he locked down the state of Florida. Dog. He unbeatable.
So Coach Shawn, your initial question was not coach specific to a place. I think your initial question was about programmatics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Which one is the
So I don't think we're shoehorning Lane to LSU or Florida. I think your initial question was, if you had to choose, if you were the coach, given potential of the programs, okay, which one would you choose?
Yeah.
It's a tough call.
I think it depends on who you are too. Yeah, I think you're right about that part of it.
If I give my quick spiel, for me, when I look at what Lane did in 2000, like as opposed to Lane when he was at FAU, if you go back and look at FAU's 2018-19 roster, man, this dude had 3 and 4 stars. He was recruiting there and was winning there. Marcel Southland, Marlon Davidson, Charles Cameron, Jalen.
We played them at Oklahoma, and they were good, man. They were good. Yeah. They came to Oklahoma that year.
Yeah, bro. So for me, I just like the Florida vibe. I like their camps better. I like the recruits better because you don't have to get 5 stars in that state. I like the plethora of program. Florida, the difference in Florida and Texas to me is this: the Texas kids
the speed
are better. No, it ain't that. It ain't that. The Texas kids are better coached. They have better coaches in Texas. The Florida kids are better talented. Like they don't have the coaching the Texas kids have, but it's pure speed.
They're out there chasing rabbits, coach. They're out there chasing rabbits.
Bro, pure speed and athleticism. I've seen it. I've seen these Texas kids come in with these 7-on-7 with this sponsored and got all this stuff, and the Florida teams be ashy and whip their ass.
Drag them. And then and Coach Shawn, think about this. Malachi Tony.
Yeah, like kids like that.
Then nobody know who the hell he was.
And this kid's like that
pops on the team on the field, killing. Like you can't stop him.
It's kids like that, to Coach Carl's point, all over that state. You don't even got to be a 5. Look, Devontae Smith himself said, he said, bro, I was talented. I had to be good. He said, but listen, them Florida boys, the Jerry Judys, the Calvin Ridleys, the Mari Cooper, he said, them boys is different. They got good knees. That's what he said. He said, them boys is just different. You know what I'm saying? I think the abundance of talent in Florida is so much more massive, right? I get it. LSU is probably a better program today for somebody who started. I think Jason is right at that. Coach Karl even said it. Coach Al even said it. but it's like you're on mute, Jason.
Yeah,
But
let me
I
ask you a
do-
question real quick.
Mhm.
You can't really put a fence up around that state though if you're no matter who you are, because you're gonna share recruits with the other two.
Yeah, I don't think you have
That's
to.
true.
I don't think
You don't have to.
But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can
There's so many-
every good player in Louisiana, you can make sure he's yours, save for one or two. You know what I mean?
Look,
Yeah.
but all you gotta do,
But Jason, you still
Which that's what
won't
you
have
want to do
enough.
is build that culture
But
of
Jason,
these are our guys.
even there, Jason, you still won't have enough talent to even match up with the Florida.
I don't
talent.
agree with you. I don't agree with you, Coach Karl, because we've seen it work before.
I don't know about that one now.
We've seen it work with 3 different coaches.
Well, when Ogeron was there, remember now, half that defense was not from LSU. They was from Florida.
Not from LSU.
Florida.
They came out
You
of
know what I'm
Florida.
saying? Them dudes,
Nick
look at that both their
Saban-
linebackers. Look at
Nick Saban defense came out of Florida.
Them- damn.
The best players that they had though in that state were never leaving there whenever those
But
guys
the problem
have it
is,
going right.
that's what I'm saying. You may keep the best player, and it may be 10, but you're
Yeah.
still not gonna win with them 10. You can go get 600 out of
Come on,
Florida.
bro. Talent wise,
Listen,
I think
any
about
85 out of Florida, man. Any 85 out of Florida, and then you train them right, they can win you a netting.
No, I got
Any
question.
85.
I think a perfect example of this is Antonio Brown, right? Kid go to Central Michigan from Miami in a time where Urban Meyer is down there. He doesn't go to Florida, not a high star, not a high 6th-round draft pick. Antonio Brown's a dog. Arguably one of the best, if not for the off the field stuff. You probably, there was points where he was the best receiver in the NFL.
Ain't no
well, yeah,
problem.
and that didn't start
you
happening. The off the field stuff started happening after he started getting all them concussions.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is you don't have to get a 5-star out of Florida for it to be elite talent. You just got to get a kid like Antonio Brown.
That's the
to stay
same
in
thing
the
I'm
state.
saying about the Louisiana kids, though, too. I said you can go get a 3-star or a no star, and he may be a superstar.
That it's not like that with every year.
Yeah,
With
it's on every now and then at LSU.
But
It's just about daily in Florida.
I would say this though, every team now that's of national prominence, yeah, we talk about putting a fence around the state, yes, but you got a national recruiting base.
Yeah,
you get kids from all over the place.
money.
The only thing
True.
I have seen that's been at the top of it about the last 10 years that they say they got a bunch of California guys, they got a ton of Florida guys. They went and got this guy to Texas. It's Kirby Smart at Georgia.
That's it.
Yeah, but Kirby's not. But he's not been able to keep his guys at home the last few years. I think they're suffering for that.
Well, the point I'm making is that all the national programs that are winning nationally are recruiting nationally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
If you look at
that's
Florida's roster, if you look at Florida's roster this year, and I'm talking about offensive linemen, defensive linemen,
Oh,
they didn't all come from the state of Florida. They're from all
Yep.
over. They recruit nationally. You look at Ohio State's roster. They're from all over. You look at Alabama, from all over. Okay, so can you get the players you need for your program at your program to run your
I
program?
think that, I think, Coach Al, I think that's exactly right. I think that when you're a national program, like in LSU is widely considered a top 5 program, they can get anybody they want from anywhere. They'll have the resources, they got the money to pay, and they'll go get them. I mean, it's not. And if you get a guy like Lane, shit, where can he not go?
I know.
Yeah, he can go anywhere, but I just don't think. My thing with Lane is
like,
man.
I'm not talking Lane Kiffin or if he's going to Florida.
I'm saying
if he's going to LSU. Coach Shawn was talking about if we had to
Just
ask
in general.
about the program.
no, and I'm saying in
And
general,
I
if
think
they're only wanting to get a splashy guy though, that they're not gonna. They're already a national recruiting base, don't they have that already?
at LSU, well, Florida does too, but not to the extent I think that maybe LSU does, because those guys in the recent years that they've had haven't had that name recognition where they can go in and be a closer, at somebody's house. Nick could close anywhere. He's a closer,
Yeah.
So
Coach O could too, huh?
yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Coach Al. If it's me, my choice, I know the LSU is a national power top 5 program. They want to stay at that level. You go in there and make one bad hire, it gonna kill you.
It's gonna kill you, right?
Mhm.
But you go to Florida and you get a year. The next year you can start rebuilding and you get another year after that. They probably give you 4 years to revitalize the program. LSU, they want that done next year.
Yep.
It's not gonna be
Well,
but you lane.
they hired these guys at the
well,
same time. Billy left earlier than what BK did.
I know Ted's got to go somewhere.
I'm fixing up to split, guys.
Yeah, Billy got fired earlier than BK because BK came in the season with top ranked team, one of the top ranked teams in the nation, and
Billy had worse seasons too.
Yeah, and he blew
He did too.
Billy came in and had to rebuild a program, and he just couldn't get over the hump, and he still had time to do that.
Billy, they might have given him more time had it not been for the fact that he was just so bullheaded about not giving up play calling, and it wasn't going well.
Yeah,
I think somebody
exactly. I don't think they would have fired him either if he had a high offensive coordinator.
I know Ted's got to go somewhere, so let me send him out real quick. Tez, you want to tell the folks where they can find you at real quick?
Oh yeah, man. Y'all can find me at It's SEC. Sorry I couldn't stick around for this because this is great stuff, man. But you can find me at It's SEC season going on tomorrow for the ranking show, 6:30 p.m. Come check it out.
Can't wait.
A whole lot
Most
of fun.
accurate ranking.
Definitely tapping in, Tez. We're gonna be tapping in for this one.
Definitely can't wait.
Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with this though, because I wanted to leave y'all with this. When we talking about talent and stuff like that, how much of it do you think is regional in terms of like position wise? So like you see Florida with a lot of talent, but it's mostly like speed, it's mostly receiver, it's mostly a certain position, and then when you go down to LSU, you may be able to get defensive backs. And you know, Midwest is more in the trenches. You see that come from there. California is like quarterbacks. Even though South Carolina has a good reputation for quarterbacks, but like, how much do y'all think that kind of plays into picking a job too? Is just like what type of team you want to field with the talent that's in that area.
Louisiana don't have DBs. They put out through safeties.
Yeah.
Most of the top DBs come out of Florida. Florida and Texas basically got all the defensive back corners. They mostly come out of Florida and Texas.
Yeah, we only got 2 starting cornerbacks from California, though, Coach Karl. That's all I got to say about that.
I mean, but you got to think about it.
Those are going to get 2.
They was 3 starting cornerbacks.
California has talent, man. Like California's a huge state. You got a lot of talent. But they ain't producing no 3, 4, and 5 star DBs like it is in Florida. Florida got it because you got to be fast and physical down there to compete with those guys. Like, man, it's some burners in Florida.
In them Canes field, man.
Yeah, it's some burners in Florida.
I was messing with you, Coach.
You mute, Jason.
3 guys from California starting at cornerback for us. Hey,
am I still muted?
No, you good.
Out of Mater Day last year.
I got to take off, fellas.
Out of Florida.
Okay, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate you,
Jason. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to remind you guys, make sure you hit that poll. Make sure you get the polls done tonight. Got to get them in.
Sir.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Bet.
Appreciate you.
Hey, it was a good talk, but I got some stuff I got to get done.
All right.
All right.
Horns up.
Good seeing all you guys.
All right. We'll debate you again soon.
Horns up.
I gotta get back on camera for that.
But no, man, when I see like stats like this, man, I'm about to say you see Texas got 304 players, Florida with 287, California with 278, Georgia 221, North Carolina 105, Louisiana 102, and Ohio they got a high number too. Man, I'm telling you right now, I'm never gonna get off that train where you say I say the best players come out of Florida. The history of the football, shows you that without a doubt. Especially when you go look at Florida's all-century team. It's damn near a gold jacket.
Yeah,
a number of gold jacket guys on there for real. And if Sean Taylor didn't die, he would be on that list too.
Man,
that just shows you how deep Florida is, man. it's not even close.
Yeah, it's
I like Texas and California, just big states. I think Texas put out better talent than California. I think California just a big state for the most
bro.
part.
Let me tell y'all this. I'm trying to remember what the name was. Go look up Slime Boys from Florida. They 7 on 17. This was 15U, bro. They because of the different restrictions, they played a Texas team that was 16U, that was older, had been defeated and beat them like they stole something. Then this Texas team hadn't lost in like 2 years. They had all that's what I was talking about. They had all the drip and all this. They was good. Them boys from Florida wore their ass out in 3 different games. They played 3 games, wore their ass out all 3. Florida, you gotta understand, the coaching in Texas is big time. California, Texas have coaching. Like, go look at modern day school. They paying them dudes like college coaches, right? Strength programs and stuff like that, because money in Texas. Florida, you go out to Pahokee, they ain't got no money.
Right.
Them dudes had a shirt tied up in a knot in the back and pads all ugly, but them dudes is talented. They got 41-inch verticals and they ain't even really trying. It's totally different in Florida. I'm telling you, the coach is right about that.
And they running that Florida Heat.
Yes, the talent in Florida is different, brother, than anywhere around here. That's the straight truth.
I think, and they ain't no lie.
I think the only money that's really poured into Florida high school football is going to be basically Thomas and IMG.
IMG. Go out to Pahokee. Them little bitty raggedy school, but they got some of the best athletes you're gonna ever see, man. Belle Glade and all that, man.
St. Aquinas.
Yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas is going to be one.
Guys, like what's
look at
that they can't
hear you.
I said a lot of those guys are like what Coach Karl be saying. They get overlooked.
Yeah, they don't count. Yeah,
go to all those camps and stuff.
Yeah,
and they diamonds in the rough, man. There's tons of talent out there because they're not paying these exorbitant fees to get on these on threes and stuff like that.
Guess who's the prime example of all this? What you're saying, Coach Al?
What's that?
Guess who's the prime example of what you're talking about right now? And the kid was ranked like almost in the 400. Malachi Tony.
Yeah,
facts. That's a perfect example. The kids don't be paying all some money for these high ass camps.
Right.
That's what I told you. I just told you that Malachi Tony, kid was unknown.
That's right.
Did y'all know Did you know Jerry Jeudy wasn't even really known for real until he went to that Miami whatever Friday Night Lights, whatever. You don't even know who the hell Jerry Jeudy was. Devontae was higher recruited than Jerry was. Devontae was known. You know what I mean? Jerry Jeudy, nobody like, who is this Jeudy dude? Said a teacher paid for him to go down there, and he went down there and showed out. The best DBs, he was hitting them with them in routes. They couldn't do nothing with Jerry Jeudy, and everybody was like, "Who is that?" And it just took off from there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Jacobs. Home.
It's facts.
Restart.
It's not even close. That's why I was like, anytime I hear people try to debate when it comes when it just pure football talent out there, it's not even close. I think they get mixed up, Brinsky. I think they mix up talent with football programs.
The top football programs, I would say Texas and California.
You get the modern days, you get the
Duncanville. You gotta think about that, right? Modern day money. Well, playing the money. All the NFL players sending their kids there. They sending them to camps. That's why I say, man, allow this stuff. I hate to be the one to say it. Allow these kids that go to these private schools like IMGs. They come from all over the world. Get the IMG. IMG give them that 5th star. They go to IMG, you're a 4-star. Sign IMG, you're a 5-star. You go to modern day, you're a 3-star. You end up a 4 or 5-star because of the name of the school. And they paying that money to be there. So you're going to pay that money to get to that star. And then you can become you become a really good, decent kid, and you end up at Alabama's of the world. But pay attention. Every time those 5-star that Coach Al just alluded to, right, that we have on our roster, every time we run them against one of the unknown Miami kids, did we not just get down, blow past on down that 5-star kid that we just be bragging about? Did he not get his ass ran by? in South Carolina? Did we not just go down to South Florida and they were damn lighting our asses up in South Florida? That speed in Miami is different. That speed in Florida different. You could be a 5-star kid in Northern California. That means you ain't coach well. That means you know all the fundamentals well. So when you come down there, you just gotta line up and go speed for speed. It ain't no match.
Like Coach Al say, and Brinsky, that Malachi Tony kid is the best example.
Different.
Nobody knew who did. Go watch that kid run a go route.
Different.
Different.
Do you guys remember? I'm really curious to know this. Do you guys remember what star Levi Wallace was?
He was
Zero.
He was a walk-on, wasn't he?
Zero.
Walk-on, zero
Walk-on.
star from, I believe, Phoenix. I know it was in Arizona somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Zero.
Man,
Kid could play though.
it's not always about the freaking stars and like they
And
keep
this
pointing
the
out.
crazy part about that star. Everybody talk about Josh Jacobs was a 3-star. Josh Jacobs was a 0-star until he got a Bama off.
Mhm.
His only D1 offer was what, Wyoming, I believe. I believe Wyoming was his only
Tulsa. Tulsa.
Tulsa. Okay, I knew it was one
Yeah,
of
the
the.
Bama
That
offered
point in
him,
Missouri.
and Oklahoma offered him.
Yeah,
after.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah, Bama offered him and Oklahoma offered him.
Yep.
And led the state in rushing 2 straight years, and Oklahoma ain't even sent him an offer.
It's fact.
Hey, let's talk Quentin Williams and Courtney Upshaw. Okay,
Fact.
I don't think.
We ain't gotta talk that. Let's talk Quishon Judkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man. You know, all stars ain't created equal. I can tell
All
you.
stars ain't created equal, bro.
Shoot, I can use my guys. Shoot, really, Dylan didn't have no stars for real. Now he a 4-star.
Facts.
Wow.
LSU offer.
Me and Coach Karl next weekend, well, November 7th, we're going to go watch some guys down at Southside. I'm telling you right now, I got to send you guys some film. Cedric Simmons, Derek Sorrells Jr. We talking about an 8th grader throwing for over 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns.
What? 8th grader?
8th grader.
Like,
8th grader.
serious
Wow.
talent. We're going to be doing some recording down there.
And you talking about different to my Malachi Tony speed. You hadn't seen Cedric Simmons.
Yeah.
The kid hands it this big, about this long.
It's ridiculous.
The kid have about 43-inch vertical. and they hand clocked him at 4.39.
And what grade he in?
He's
11th grade.
He's 11th grade this year. When I went down there and watched him play against Selma, that's who I meant. I asked Coach Carl, who the hell is this kid? And then he gave me Coach Moody's number, and I went down there and watched them play Thomasville. I seen this kid make catches. I couldn't believe he caught him. And then I saw how big his hands were. I'm like, this kid is way different. And I look up his stats. Oh, he's averaging just 175 yards a game since last year.
And nobody.
Nobody knows him because he's from a small town.
Yep.
Man, that kid right there
I'm about to bring
is
him.
He's the number one receiver in the state of Alabama by yardage.
And the quarterback is the number one quarterback
Number one passer
in the state of Alabama.
In the 8th grade.
Man.
And they averaging
Popularity
58
contest.
points a game,
Oh,
the
so
highest
he an
point
8th grader
total
playing.
ever
He's
in Dallas County history.
So he an 8th grader playing varsity.
It's
Varsity.
popularity.
Hey, if you check Quentin, Mississippi State wanted to put him on the offensive line, bro. He was small, undersized, strong, but they saying he didn't. But the boy only was dominating at Winona. I think it was Winona in Birmingham.
Winona?
Dominating, just like Ruffin. Couldn't nobody do nothing with him. They wanted to put the boy on the offensive line, bro.
That's right, Gil.
So,
That's right.
And then Anthony Robinson talking about Quishon was a 3-star. Quishon Judkins was a no-star until you got Lane Kiffin off.
There you go.
From
I like, man, it's so many examples, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Quishon Judkins. I played against Quishon Judkins in when I my first few years in that Calhoun. He wasn't even known.
Yeah.
Like nobody knew who he was. We just knew Pike Road had this big massive running back. We didn't know what his name was. That's Cedric right there.
What?
And look how he got loose.
Dude, I went down there and watched him play.
That's a left-handed kick. That's a left-handed kick.
I had to replay that.
Look at his hand.
What grade is he?
Something. Hey, stop that right there.
11th grade.
Hey, stop that right there. I gotta say something. Okay, all right. I'm looking at right there in that one play. I'm seeing a guy that, first of all, catching the ball was not even high on his list of what he was thinking.
Fact.
He was setting up the guy that was going to tackle him and the guy after him because he knew where he was on the field. So if you play that back, he's catching the ball and making a move at the same time. He ain't even thinking about catching the ball.
Oh, let me reshare. I got another one I got to show you guys, man.
Lord,
Send that film to Alabama's compliance officer, please.
Man, when I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute, stop everything.
Yes, Eric D. That's Southside. Eric D.
That's something you can't do what we just saw. Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Easy peasy. Give me that. What area quickness?
Before he hit the ground, he faked the guy out. Watch this.
Give me that.
man, I would have asked the fool out there.
That ain't fair, man.
John, please send me that.
Hang on, I got another one here in a minute. I'm going to show you.
Email that to Alabama's compliance right now.
Please don't show the one he did to me, John. Please don't show that. Oh my gosh! Don't do that.
I got another one on here. I'll find it while we're talking. But there was one on here too. It's just but he plays defense too, by the way. Of course.
Yeah.
Well,
Safety.
That's cool. Yeah. A guy like that will not come off the field.
Safety.
The only time he come off the field is when he pull his pads off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Running back, bag up quarterback. Like dude is monster.
Yeah. Well, that kid you sent, Coach Karl, you sent that film over the other day. I looked at. I like him.
Mm. That's Megatron. That's Christian Moore.
Kristen.
I like him a lot, man. He's
Yeah. That's why I say don't show our film because Chris had him beelining. That sucker stepped back and he was out of there. Pew! I said, ain't no way. Chris, beelining. He hit him in the chest, wrapped up. I don't know, Cedric got those big old legs, that lower body. He stepped out of it, like he scooted out of it. Everybody was waiting on Chris to dump him. He scooted out that tackle, went down the sideline. I was like,
they say Eric D say, what's his name?
None of your business. None of your business, Eric. None of your business. Cedric Simmons, man. Cedric Simmons. And listen, I had this one question that people don't understand about that team. How do you lose Derek Duke Smith and get better? Cedric Simmons, Derek Shuttles Jr.
Dude, that team, Kendall Wilson, a linebacker. I mean, that team is stacked from top to bottom. But when you look at it, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it when I went and saw them. When I saw them play Thomasville, I didn't realize they were playing another high school team. And then when you look at their stats, they're averaging 53.5 points a game, and they're allowing 6 points.
6 points. And the crazy part about Coach Shawn, Thornsby was the number 5 team in 3A. They just hung 75 on Thornsby.
Yeah, they beat them 75-14, I think.
They just hung 75 on Thornsby.
And Cedric, I don't know how. I think he had over 220 something all-purpose yards. Like, dude, it's something insane.
What grade is he in?
He's in 11th grade. Cedric's in 11th. And then I'm going to show you another kid.
Somebody need to forward that little clip to Alabama's compliance. I don't know who their compliance is. Athletic, send it to them. You know, look at it, bro.
He's not even on the list for 27 for like I'm looking at rivals, man. It's
man, crazy. The rivals don't like us. That's what I was telling y'all, man. If we get some people to take serious interest in some of our guys in Alabama, man, we could be way up there at the top of the list like everybody does. There's guys like that just send out their man idle and don't nobody know they're here.
Here's another one of them. I get it. It's not flashy because he didn't score the touchdown. But this one right here, the effort to me is where it really stands out. He's not
right there, number 3.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Ooh, like this kid will run down the middle. He blocks the whole thing.
He's tough too.
Look how big his lower body is.
No,
dude, a monster down low, man. He's a wide receiver with a running back body. He a monster. Dude, tough. Pull up his holocaust, Shawn. Dude,
I definitely
monster.
will.
Dude, a monster. Dude embarrassed me, man. I'm telling you, man. John probably got videos.
Oh, I did.
Man,
I got to dig through. I do though.
go ahead. I mean, show the one he bombed on BJ. Now BJ legitimately is the most talented kid probably in 5A playing safety. Man, Sedgwick.
Let me see.
Dominic, I mean, he was mossing him. Jumped like he was bouncing on trampoline. Give me that. He just do that to BJ. BJ was looking around like, huh? He couldn't believe that kid was catching it on top of his head like that. Like he got BJ, Spicer, Hale, like he was taking their time, just dominating it, man. Like he dominated our defense so bad, he was taking their time doing. He's like, you next, come here.
I wish I knew who at Alabama received footage like that. I know every school got. I just don't know who it is, but I afford it to the because usually their emails be on their little program
Man, listen,
coaching.
Trust me, I don't sent that boy name to Coach Mo.
Really?
They know about him.
They have to.
They know about it. I don't sent their names to Coach Mo.
And they ain't, man.
Sent this film. I sent you his highlight, John. I sent his highlights to Coach Mo. They know about it. I'm telling you, guys like that, I think they still have that little thing that Nick Saban and Auburn signed that Nick Saban couldn't recruit Selma and Southside. Maybe they lifted now, Caitlin the board there, but I know they had that little thing going on for a while because everybody in Selma was recruited by Auburn only. Never got an Alabama offer. Yeah, that's something that I was wondering. Did I talk to some people? They had a little pat going on, but I don't know. You don't want that kid to leave the state of Alabama. You don't want that kid to get on the radio because somebody find out about that kid. Next thing
I guarantee Ohio State be all over a dude like that, man.
Dabo definitely will.
Dabo, yes, Dabo.
And I'm talking about that just not he tough, but you still hadn't seen Derek yet. Derek different too.
Yeah, Derek Sorrells is
different.
He's just the scary thing about Derek is he probably averages about 100 yards a game, but his defensive tape is probably just as good as his wide receiver tape. The kid, he plays safety most of the time, but he will come down and pop you hard. He reminds me, honestly, when he plays defense, it reminds me a lot of Landon Collins, the way he played. Like he has a nose for the ball, and he's gonna lower it. He's gonna tag somebody.
Yeah.
So and that team right there, man. If Cole gets a little bit better, that team can win state championship. They a quarterback. They're just one good quarterback play away from a state championship. And if Cole gets better as an eighth grader and can handle the pressure, they win state championship. Because offensive wise, nobody running with that team. Mars Bible School, Mars Hill, they ain't running with that team.
Hey, our incoming 5-star Xavier ran up against Carrollton over here. Okay, that's what Juju Smith went to. The guy that went to Colorado.
We know Juju Lewis.
Juju Lewis, yeah.
Caleb Odom too.
Starting at quarterback right now. Okay, at Carrollton. And they played Xavier in them last, and beat them. Beat them. It wasn't even, Xavier and them tried to come back, Xavier Griffin, at Gainesville.
Yeah.
But Carrollton still that pro. They got another ninth grader playing varsity, starting at quarterback.
Caleb Odom come from there too, I believe.
That's where Caleb Odom came from. Yep. And these programs over here, man, Buford, Carrollton, with these, Buford got a $60 million stadium.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's nuts, man. Carrollton got an indoor facility.
Yeah, LaGrange got a goddamn stud for a damn wide receiver down there, 6'5", down 215, jump out of gym.
Yeah. LaGrange has some good boys down there traditionally, right down that area, down to Phoenix City, LaGrange, right at the Alabama state line. That's some good boys down that way. Traditionally, always have had them.
Yeah, this is
That's it. That's his holler right here, Coach Shawn.
Like he can run routes. It's unbelievable. This is against Thornsby, by the way.
And they was the number 5 team in the state in 3A. Was. That's the 8th grade at quarterback right there. Why you just throw it in the air? Let me get that.
I'm looking at a quarterback.
Exactly.
I mean, got to be 8th grade. I'm just looking at his footwork. Just natural, the arm speed.
Here, hang on. Let me put out one more.
Okay.
8th grade now. And he's slinging that thing, man. 8th grade, man. Number 1 passer in the state of Alabama.
Sure, we'll go.
8th grade, man.
Let's go get Hill County.
Man, Jesus, that kid doing that in the 8th grade, man, with his footwork.
Yeah, I'm looking at I'm looking at the foot with the lower body. Not to mention the arm speed, and watch the release. Okay, watch it. He's not overstride. Look at that. Boom.
Look at that.
One hand now.
This right here. Look at that. All platform throw. 8th grader doing that. Man.
How tall is that quarterback?
Shit, 5'5", 6'5", 7".
He's short.
He got a lot of growing to do. I'm not even worried about that. And he's doing this.
That's raw talent.
That kid is accuracy, bro.
Look at the placement there. That's a nice back. And he threw him open. The ball.
He didn't even touch the ground on that.
Yeah.
You ain't bringing him down with arm tackles. Look at that.
Lord, he's just a big running back that plays wide receiver.
Man, the quarterback. I love the quarterback. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now I'm gonna tell you, right now it's all raw, Brinsky. But one thing about him, once he changes that throw in motion, he gets tighter. His accuracy is gonna get even better.
Mm-hmm.
Look at a tighter spiral. Okay, on it.
A quick release. How quick his release is.
He's got just natural arm talent. That guy, man. Mm-hmm. But right now, his footwork. I'm looking at it right now. He just does it naturally because he can. He's just that kind of dude. But he's not the reason you've seen a lot of those throws. He's not necessarily overstriding with what he's trying to do right now. But from what I could tell, just by looking at him right now as an 8th grader, he is advanced. Okay.
It looked like Coach, he's doing it without 3 and 5 step dropping. He just
catching that song going, just doing 2. He got a 2-foot pat and he's loose.
Yeah, right. Just letting it go.
Yes, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of the season, those passes against us, it was just pop passes. Right? We picked them off 5 times. By the second half, he stopped pop passing that sucker and started just gunning it. When he started gunning it, putting it on the air on the money, it's nothing that we can do. That's why I said it was mossing my safety, because it's like it was coming out of the hand so fast and it would get on him. By the time the safety to get his hands up to get the ball, Cedric was coming around with that big ass hand and just pulling that sucker. Like he a one hand dynamo with them big old hands. Dude, tough, man.
He probably said, the coaches probably said, man, stop playing with them boys and handle business.
No, they wasn't playing. I tell you now, our team is talented. It's just that they got their safety, and then the very next play, it came back. We had to kick the ball. We got another pick, and then Scooter came out the backfield. He was running, had the thing hanging just a little too low, and he touched the ground and dropped the ball. They scored, and it was over with.
Yep.
Once they realized that they can score, game over.
Well, what's crazy to me is I watched Cole against Selma, which was his second game of the year. He really didn't play a lot in the first game. Then I saw him in his third game. No, it was his fourth game against Thomasville, because obviously I connected with the coach and went down there, and he looked like a completely different quarterback. Because against Selma, you could tell it was kind of his first real game. And then watching at Thomasville, he's yelling at the coach, which is his dad, by the way, what he's seeing on the field pre-snap. And I was like, oh, this kid's got it together. Like he's got, you know what I mean? It's not just lining up and throwing the ball. He's communicating what he's seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And tore him up. And I think he had like 450 something yards that game against Thomasville.
Yeah.
So,
Eighth grader.
yeah,
Oh.
8th grader. I was like, okay, this kid's different.
Yeah, I definitely got to get that info on this kid because the Senior Bowl is coming up. I said the Senior Bowl, but the Alabama Mississippi All-Star game is coming up.
He won't be a part of that because he's too young.
I know. I'm just saying because it's a lot of people that's about to I'm getting in contact with, so want them up here. So
you want to come down, Brinsky? We're going. I don't know if you're going to be free, but November 7th, I'm going to their playoff game.
November 7th.
I believe it's November 7th.
It all depends on how far BTW go because they're in the playoffs. They got.
They're in the playoffs too. Okay, yeah.
They got the second seed.
All right. So yeah, no, they got a home game against. I forgot who they're playing, but Coach, you're gonna go with me, right?
Thanks.
But appreciate everybody coming through tonight, man. I'm glad I got to see those highlights for real.
Man.
What'd you say, Coach Al?
That was a treat, man.
Man.
Hey, I'm telling you, Coach Shawn, John got way more than that, man. You still got Poe from damn Pyro. You still got CJ jumps from damn Overliker. I'm like, he got way more videos than that. I don't send a lot of videos. We got a kid from Lions Academy.
Yep.
Love Joy. I mean, you see the kid from Lions Academy and the kid from Love Joy, Texas.
Yeah,
different.
That kid from Lovejoy is on a whole different level as an 8th grader.
You need to make it up here to North Alabama and see Florence High, BJ, May Jemison. You need to make it up here and see these schools, man, up this way. These 7A schools. It's different, bro.
Get them to send the film, coach, because that's all they doing. Like, them kids texting me their film, and I look at them and like, oh my God,
yeah, man.
let me send this to John. That kid from Lions Academy is a private school, man. Probably the smaller classification private school you ever want to see.
Yeah,
man, that kid is so dynamic. He's like, he got jets on. Once he hit something, like once he break free, he's like, they 20, 30 yards away from him. Like nobody's near that kid. It's like I'm trying to figure out why the hell that kid in private school. Like he should have been in Southside with them boys. Like he was in Southside with them boys. Oh my God.
There's a couple kids up here at the school up here called
You
Sparkle,
still got that
man.
film, John. Play that Jeremy film.
Yeah.
You got Jeremy Harder film. Just play that and I want these guys to imagine that boy in Southside.
Let me close this out real quick and then we can watch it. But appreciate everybody coming out tonight. All the brothers links for their channels. Make sure you subscribe to their channels. Please support. This is probably gonna be the only show on this channel this week. I will be highly surprised if I do another show this week. Maybe outside of Saturday, depends. I don't know if I'm going to the game or not, but we will see. But I'm gonna let these brothers shout out their channels real quick and we're gonna close it out.
On the Block Sports Talk with Coach Karl. Well, you can find me here when Brinson sent me the invite. Coach Shawn, Coach Al, me and John. We've been on TownMedia Group on Wednesday and Sunday along with the round table of these gentlemen that you see on the panel right now. Appreciate the invite, Brinsky. Appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity to speak on our kids on this live, man. The guys that we know. I'm glad that we got into the recruit session talking about the dynamics of kids unseen where you can find them anywhere. So that gave us a chance to even mention some of the kids like that, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eric D. Shout out to Eric D., the Southside grad. But yet and still, y'all doing good, man. Go Roll Tide, go Saints for this year.
You can find me on the Bama Standard and also TownMedia every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central for the SEC Roundtable, which is going to be great time every time, 7 p.m. Central. And then Wednesday night, me, Marvin Constant, and Coach Karl will be doing the Wednesday night show. We'll be talking ball, so going over X's and O's and all that good stuff. So other than that, at JL Lewis 85 on Twitter.
Yeah. Hey, Brensky, thanks for sending the invite tonight again, as always. Seems like the show goes by so fast. We look up, it's 2 hours. We still on.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
Man, that's some serious continuity and connection right there. You know, but yeah, you can see me right there in the handle right there. YouTube channel is DTHE Negative Free Zone with Coach Al. So now that my season's over, we'll probably be putting some content up out there for the first time. But you can see all my handles right there on X and Instagram. You know, appreciate you guys that have hit me up. Obviously, you know, we made the connection, and I'm always willing to talk ball with you, talk life, talk anything that's keeping our minds free. Coach Al.
Love that, man. Love that, man. Big shout out to Jon, man, for giving us the opportunity to see these kids, man, that just like Coach Karl said, that don't really get a lot of shine at this moment. But if I know my brother's got anything to do with it, you will get some shine. You will get it. That's a fact. Talented kids, man. I love seeing that, man. A lot of kids all over this state that can ball, man. Got a couple kids up here at Sparkman, all over Sparkman's team that must have shows. You know, these kids got some really talented young men out there, bro. Definitely thank everybody in the chat, man, for tapping in with us. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to Brinsky for letting us pop on. Much love to all our Wu-Tang Clan, man. The guys on the panel, yeah, all our Wu-Tang Clan that we rock with. Just big things, man. Tap in with all these guys' channels. You can't go wrong. You can definitely find me, just like Coach Al just said. This football season is coming to a close in high school. My daughter about to be transitioned to basketball, which is a little more frivolous days, so I have some time to make some content, man. It's been real tough, you know, practice with her, helping with homework, hopping on here, you know, content just get real tough sometimes, man. Shout out to Moon Rocker, man. The brother Moon Rocker, had seen Moon in a while. Good to see Moon Rock up in here, bro. You know it's a good day with Moon Rocker and Lisa Fitz. Lisa is up in here, man. That's good stuff right there, man. That's good stuff. You can definitely find me at JMHO Sports Talk. Please tap in with us all. That's on Twitter and YouTube. JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. Shout out to Christian too, Christian Hughes.
Oh yeah, man, and appreciate everybody just joining the show, man. Thank you all. If you just watching the show and you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing.
F Tennessee.
Oh yeah, and of course
F Tennessee.
Hold on. What that thing say? Said, go ahead, Brinsky. F who?
F Auburn.
And LSU?
And Tennessee too.
There it is.
I'm about to say, we're trying to get Jon to 100 subscribers. So the link is in the description. And to make it a lot more easier for a lot of you people, we just gonna just drop it in the chat to make it so much easier for you guys. All you got to do is just hit the link, and it's right there. So definitely, like I said, definitely appreciate all y'all for coming through tonight. Appreciate these guys for even showing their players down there in good old Selma, Alabama, man. There's talent all around this state, so you got to keep on supporting these people in the state. Here's Jon and Coach Karl and them link right there. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. It just needs 17 more people. How many people we got up in here? We got 78. So everybody that's not over there, just go on over there and hit that like and subscribe. Not hit the like and subscribe. Not yet. Right. When they start dropping more content, but hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you all. Y'all already know forever and a day. Yep. F them trees. Y'all already know what time it is.
F LSU.
LSU.
And F Tennessee. Tennessee too.
But y'all already know how we're gonna end the show since they already want to say that. We'll catch y'all on the next one and roll damn tide. But y'all already know F Auburn.